Hey, narrative mindsetters, how's it going? I want to get on here real quick, make a quick video, and kind of talk about what's been going on. Uh, Everything's been going pretty good. Job's been going okay. Uh, Takes a little bit of getting used to, and you kind of find out you know, the ups and downs about it. Um, Kind of strange that they want you to. I don't know. It's like a system of, hey, if you work harder, then we'll reward you by giving you more work, which I don't know. To me, it doesn't really make sense. You like last night, I think I had 170 stops, I think. And I mean, I got done, but I got done right at the time I was supposed to, which is good because I don't know, you fall into this groove of wanting to get done early. And getting done early is cool, but it's not really the ideal situation that you want because the Amazon system will see you as, getting done early as, hey, you can if you got done early, you can do more packages. And then, I think what their goal is to get you in a step truck. And a step truck is a totally different game. You have two people, but you're doing, 400 some, 400 stops. And the crazy part is they want you bagging up and doing U-turns in those, them 15-foot vans or trucks, which to me doesn't really make sense. I mean, they tell you on the test you take for your chauffeur's license, you know, what's the one thing you really don't want to do? Bagging up. Bag up only when you have to. But with Amazon, they want you doing bagging up and they want you doing U-turns, all the time, which to me doesn't really make sense. And it can be really dangerous. So that's a little bit different for me. But it all in all, it is an easy job. It's physically demanding because you're in and out of that truck. Like I said, you know, 150, 200 times a day. Door to door to door to door to door to door to door. And you got your packages and everything. You're getting all that stuff ready, and you're all over the place. So it's all in all, it's an easy job, um, but it's pretty decent. Believe, I think they cut my hours. I think I was at 4 days, and I went down to. I think next week I'm on 3 days, which is fine with me. I think I got also you have to be careful because you can get a write up for customer feedback. For if a customer, for some reason they put it on you because people are stealing packages from their house. So they want you to sit there and figure out, how to hide the package so nobody will steal it. Like, I don't really know what to tell you. I got, you know, close to 200 and something packages to deliver. The best I can do, is put it on your front porch. I don't have time to, you know, figure out, how to hide it on your porch in your yard, and give your particular package, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes of attention, that your neighbors are watching and they going to steal as soon as I pull off. It just doesn't make sense. I understand. I understand coming from the customer side, getting a package, and from the delivery driver side, delivering the package. Luckily, I live in an apartment building, don't have a whole lot of theft going on of packages. So that's a pretty good thing. And I've never been one to, I've never been one to leave. I'm not into that, leaving bad comments and all that kind of stuff, because it doesn't help me in any way. And I've had situations where they deserved a bad comment, but okay, I leave a bad comment and what do I get? That's my thing. It's and that's part of. I go back to that's part of my self-healing process. Doing that, leaving a bad comment. Most people do it because they say, okay, I'm gonna leave this bad comment and he's gonna get in trouble, yada, yada, yada. I don't, because there's nothing that's gonna happen. At least for my benefit. There's no benefit to me leaving a bad comment. Leave a bad comment, you get fired. Leave a bad comment, you get written up. Leave a bad comment, you get the energy of that. I don't benefit from it. So it makes no sense to do that. But want to leave make a quick episode. Gonna go in here and sit down. I usually get up at 6, diddle around 7 to 8, and then 8 to 9. That's kind of my, focused, relaxed time before work. So have a good one.